Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to Sohum Reactions. Peace, love, and positivity to you. Today's request comes from Russell, who's sending us 3 additional songs from Randy Crawford. 2 of these are actually live performances, which is going to be fun because I think the majority of what we've heard from Randy has come from her studio songs. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with the studio track, but different qualities emerge from the same vocalist when done live. So I'm curious to hear what those might be. I mean, Randy, we know her for having such a smooth, silky, and well-defined voice. You could at times describe it as smoky, but she has so much subtle power baked into her delivery, and whenever she needs to, she shows all of that emotional restraint, only for then to hear her belt out towards the latter half of a track. Randy really can do it all, so I expect today to be no different. Thank you again, Russell, for the request, but without further ado, let's jump into it, starting with Almaz. It's a beautiful minor progression. Now a shimmery layer got added, occasional chimes.
She only smiles, he only tells her that she's the flowers, the wind and spring.
I already love this
In
melody.
all her splendor, sweetly surrendering the love that innocence brings.
Give me a second. I suppose I should have looked up what Almaz actually means. Quickly, the name Almaz means diamond. It's a strong unisex name derived from the Persian word Almas. So, in Persian and Arabic, this derives directly from Almas, meaning a precious sparkling diamond or gem. Okay, so diamond.
That innocence brings. Almas, pure and simple, born in a world where love survives.
Oh, wow.
Now men will want her, 'cause life don't haunt her.
And it just clicked for me, like when love survives as opposed to thriving. Love is forced to kind of fight for its own existence, and that's not a world that is exactly the most compatible with someone so pure, akin to Almaz.
'Cause life don't haunt her. Almaz, you lucky thing.
I like learning new words. I'm a big vocab guy.
Now I watch closely.
It's a beautiful melody.
And I watch wholly. I can't imagine love so rare.
Pretty sure this is D minor.
She's young and tender. Will life bend her? I look around. Is she everywhere?
I love how her posture, she's so poised. Oh, and saxophone.
Pure and simple.
This is exactly what I wanted to hear first thing in the
Born in a
morning.
world where love survives.
Oh.
Now men will want her, 'cause life don't haunt her. Almaz, you lucky thing.
The minor scale is just so rich with emotion.
He throws her kisses.
Randy just accentuates what's already pretty about this melody.
I'm sure he's keen, without a doubt.
God.
With love so captive, so solely captive, I ask if I could play the part. Almaz, pure and simple, born in a world where love survives. Now men will want her, 'cause life don't haunt her. Almaz, you lucky, lucky thing. Almaz, you lucky, lucky thing. Almaz, you lucky, lucky thing.
Oh my God, the saxophone being in this like ascends the song for me. By how many points I don't know, but enough. It's such a beautiful timbre in all of this. Because you have the pretty piano chord progression, you have Randy's beautiful, somber, breathy vocals, then the sax that kind of rips through emotionally. It is just all emotional punch after emotional punch after punch, but it's not only sequential. A lot of this is happening in layers at the same time. So you just get a lot of beauty at once. It can be overwhelming at times, but I'm very familiar with like the minor scale, so often I won't have trouble deciphering where that pretty melody may go. It's more a matter of which scale degrees Randy decides to make her home along that journey. A side note, but this song reminds me loosely of a track called Akuyam by a vocalist who I used to react to very early on this channel named Dimash Kudaibergen. I highly encourage you guys, if you don't know him, to go check him out on your own time, or follow my Dimash reactions playlist on the channel. He has a song called Akuyam. You could spell it a number of ways. I think it's Akkyum or Aqqyum. I believe it's Turkish. And if you don't know about Dimash, he is like a world-renowned vocalist in the modern era. He can sing in all the different languages. He has such an insane vocal range. He can sing in so many different styles. He is really just like a Swiss Army knife of vocals. And Akuyam, that song, it is so pretty. It's so beautiful. You'll hear like saxophone ripping through that track as well. And there is it's not a one-to-one comparison with what we heard here with Almaz. But I think there's enough crossover where if you enjoy Almaz, you'll certainly enjoy Akuyam. So my recommendation for you guys. But beautiful first start with Almaz. I love pretty melodic songs like this. I'll never get tired. I will never. Let's jump into the next track. He's knocking on heaven's door. Shout out Eric Clapton. Oh God, it's so soulful and beautiful immediately.
I heard him say, Mama, take this badge off of me. Yeah, I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel I'm knocking on a heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on a heaven's door.
This song is like musical nectar.
Knock, knock, knocking on the heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on the heaven's door.
tell the song is going to be a duet with Randy and the sax.
He said I'm gonna put my guns into the ground.
Oh wow, it established itself so quickly as that.
Yeah, I can't shoot them anymore. That long black cloud is
Listen to the
coming
bass here.
down.
The bass is a big contributor.
That long black cloud is coming down.
Also, I've realized, just kind of scanning my comment sections, sometimes like I will point out the bass and you guys will let me know like, oh, you didn't even notice the bass in certain moments. And I was thinking about it because I had a conversation with a subscriber probably about a year ago, something like that. Time is not real for me. But we were talking about just picking out elements when we hear music, because depending on your ears and my ears, I will be drawn to different things first, or you may not notice certain things, or vice versa. And what came up even in that conversation was this listener's difficulty with picking up on some of the bass melodies. And that can happen due to just like physics. The frequency of those notes being lower, it can sort of be less of our immediate focus unless the bass is really loud. So in this song, the bass is like not overpowering, but it's also not completely silent. It's somewhere in the middle. And depending on your listening perception, you'll be able to detect that melody within the bass more or less. I think you know that the bass is there, but it's a matter of can you detect the pitch that the bass is kind of playing. I'd be curious to know your thoughts on that, because I've never had a problem hearing bass unless it's mixed poorly. But, you know, I'm also 28, so maybe that has a role to play here.
That long black cloud is coming down. And I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Well, knock, knock, knocking on the heaven's door.
Randy is just, her voice is so suited for this tempo, for this kind of relaxed, melancholic vibe.
He said that I feel like I'm knocking, knock, knock, knocking on the heaven's door. I feel like I'm knocking, knock, knock, knocking on the heaven's door.
Can we get like a trio solo with Randy, the guitar, and the sax all at once? I love electric guitars so much.
Knock, knock, knocking on the heaven's door. He said that I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door.
Here she goes on her own follow-ups.
Knock, knock, knocking on
So the main line, knocking on heaven's door, but then she'll follow it up melodically.
He said, Mama, I feel like I'm knocking.
Yeah, the layering there. It's such a, she has such good understanding.
I feel like I'm knocking, knock, knock, knocking on the
What to do.
heaven's door. He said, oh, somebody come and take this band off of me.
It's like she doesn't even have to sing that part at this point because she's already done it so much. The backing vocals take that role and she just gets to kind of opine.
He said, oh, somebody take these guns off of me. Knocking on heaven's door. I feel like I'm knocking on a heaven's door. Well, I feel like knocking.
Hear her like building up her power, right?
I feel like I'm knocking.
She's never in any rush to get there too.
On the heaven's door. He said, I feel like I'm knocking on. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven. Only heaven's door. Yeah.
Last little exhale. Puff of air. Yeah, that's another brilliant song. And the thing is, I appreciate so much in Randy the way that she is so patient in developing the lead vocal melody, because you could get to that very intense place very quickly, and we've reacted to all kinds of vocalists who do that, and there's nothing wrong with it. But there's also a time and place to build it slowly. And think about like when you're trying to engage an audience, if you just like give them all of the meat and potatoes right away, well, you know, there isn't as much room to grow. Now, there's going to be a select few vocalists out there who defy not having room to grow, even though you expect them to not have that space. They have it within themselves. That's a different breed. But bringing the argument back to Randy, the point being, she takes her time building it, and it keeps us as listeners engaged the entire way through. And the thing is, even though she's exerting so much patience, you also don't know exactly where we're going to go in terms of that high moment, the peak of the song. So to me, she has found she's like sort of threaded the needle in picking just the amount of energy, the low moments, the high moments, to keep us like perfectly mesmerized by her vocals. It's like when you're, I don't know how to say it. It's like basically when you're listening to like one of the, like a really great orator, they have this uncanny ability to be able to recount a story to you, and at every step of the story you're interested because of what already happened in the story, but there's also additional details that you're sort of pining for that they haven't gotten to yet, but every moment that you listen to them is as enjoyable as the last. So there's simultaneously like the previous and current enjoyment as well as the future anticipation for what's to come. It's like all happening contemporaneously, and it just makes for all of us to be as engaged as we are. It also helps that Randy just has a beautiful voice, and she could pretty much sing anything and we'd be attentive. But I think my point still stands there in terms of the dynamics of her vocals. Let's jump into the final song of the day. This one is a collab with Randy and Al Jarreau, Your Precious Love. Oh.
Honey,
I like the switch up in the rhythm here. Oh. Qu'est-ce que c'est? I think that means what's that?
every day there's something new.
I think we've heard Al Jarreau once before on the channel.
To keep me loving you. And whoa, girl, with each and every passing minute, so much joy is wrapped up
1, 2,
in
3,
it.
4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Heaven must have sent you from above. Oh, heaven must have sent your precious love. And now I've got a song to sing,
Sing it, girl.
telling the world
What are you gonna tell us?
about the joy you bring. And you gave me a reason for living.
It's like It's not enough to just love the person. I need everybody to know that I love them so entirely.
You taught me the meaning of giving. Oh, heaven must have sent you from above. Oh, heaven must have sent your precious love. Oh, to find a love like yours is rare these days. Oh, you showed me what happiness is in so many ways. I look in the mirror.
Al's voice there as it enters, there's this oh god, I am reacting later today to Peebo. I'm reminded a bit of Peebo. When Al sings up in that range, it is like I'm doing this hand motion, this like kind of rounded, bellowy shape. That's like a visual of how I would describe his voice in that range. He like, is it concavity? I always confuse concavity and convexity. I'm like a visual person. I need to see the label and the image to make the association. His voice just has this smoothness, and it, I guess, pairs perfectly well with Randy, who I've also described her voice as being perfectly smooth, well-defined edges. There's no like, there's no roughness in his delivery either. And I like that I can also hear his personality through the delivery. I don't know how else to describe it. I'll pull it back some.
To find a love like yours is rare these days. 'Cause you showed me what happiness is in so many ways.
His enunciation is great.
And I'm glad to see the laughter in the eyes. But tears used to be all what you've given me.
So now it's the back and forth.
Cause it's so much, girl, I've got left to learn. And I want to show you my appreciation. Cause now that I found you, I found new inspiration. Heaven must have sent you from above.
Oh, they were harmonizing here. I couldn't tell at first. There we go. The slight divergence makes it a little obvious now.
Heaven must have sent you from above.
That's crazy. Like, the fact that when they sing together, it sounds like it's one more powerful Randy Crawford tells you how similar they are in timbre vocally. And then when they split in the absolute pitch is when you can detect that there are two voices for real.
Precious love. Oh, heaven must have sent
There's two
you
here.
from above.
But now you hear the separation a bit. And there it is, even more obvious.
Precious love.
Shout out the guitar, shout out the saxophones we've heard throughout. Stellar. Oh, that's a piercing note there.
It's you, it's you. To find a love like yours is rare these days. 'Cause you showed me what happiness is in so many ways. I look in the mirror and I'm glad to see the laughter love.
Ooh.
Your precious love.
Ah. Kind of an interesting landing point. Kind of went into this like augmented, more spacious chord voicing at the end to round it off. So it's not exactly a minor resolution, it's somewhere in the middle, if we're thinking in music theory terms. Brilliant performances. And that too was alive. You could hear it from the clapping at the end, but I just actually saw it in the title of the video, Your Precious Love Live, featuring Al Jarreau. So Randy can do it live as well as in the studio. She has both at her disposal, and you could hear in the live, it was very obvious to me that there were no cuts. It's kind of a back and forth musical conversation that's being had. And once we kind of exit the part of the song where it is simply like a big paragraph from Randy and then a bigger paragraph from Al, it becomes kind of quicker conversations between the two, the back and forth, and then the unison, then the divergence, then they kind of do that dance. You can tell just how talented both individuals are, because obviously when you hear them by themselves, they sound brilliant. But to me, once you've already established their brilliance in the context of being a love song where they're, putting out there, they're espousing their love not only to each other but to the world. They're proclaiming just how much they mean to one another. Well, this conversation now has been made public, and we get to see I guess we didn't have visuals there. We get to hear their loving exchange, and that exchange is what they're putting on display. And if you think about just like the kinds of content that gets put out there in the world in terms of performance, there's going to be all kinds. There's going to be things that are purely meant for you to get up and dance and get into the energy. Then there's songs that are meant to make you cry. There's songs that are meant to galvanize you into some political effort. And then there are songs like this that are just meant as pure displays of love between two people. And songs like that will never get old in my book. I love love. Getting to see it on full display, it almost like becomes like a sort of inspirational beacon of hope for your own love. And it's not to say that like everything that you hear and see online or presented on stage in performances is reality, but we can always take from things. We can always find a way to be more loving. And if you witness the love of others and all of a sudden you feel good about that and you become more loving yourself, that's a win in my book. I like Al Jarreau a lot. Maybe we need to listen to more Al. He has a really lovely voice too. I wonder if he does more covers with Randy or if this was just kind of a one-off thing. Also, I've noted this in the previous Randy Crawford videos, but Randy does not shy away from including the likes of saxophone and electric guitar in her performances, because her voice is beautiful. And I think if we only had her voice in the piano or the guitar or whatever, it would still be as good. But I feel like these additions from, again, the saxophone, electric guitar, they kind of send it over the top for me. Even you could include Al in that conversation. It's not just Randy in this focus, in the spotlight, but even if it is, like with Almaz, she's still gonna crush it. But remember, in Almaz too, we gave it a little bit to the saxophone. So I don't know, there's like there's no permutation or combination of Randy that I think I'll hear that I'll dislike. I guess go ahead, prove me wrong, but I doubt it. I've loved everything I've heard from Randy thus far, and I do not expect that to stop anytime soon. I think of the 3 tracks we heard today, either Almaz or Knocking on Heaven's Door was my favorite, but it's a tough one between these 3 because they're all like 9 out of 10 plus. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. But I think I'm going to end it there. I hope you all enjoyed the reaction today. If you'd like to request one yourself, the link is in the description box below. But more importantly, thank you all for watching and have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.